Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's presentation of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament, as we've got our final game here on day one, first full day of action, I should say. First game was last night between Vauxhall and the Missoula Mavericks. Now, well, we've got a conference game between the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks. And we will have formal flag presentations as we get set to go here with the officials with their plate talk taken care of. And we can go ahead and get into our starting lineups. Starting out with the Bozeman Bucks, who just came off a 11-2 win over the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen. So starting things off for Bozeman is the center fielder, number 2, Keller Murfitt. Batting second is the second baseman, Ben Hubley. He's number 3. Murfitt is number 2. Batting third is number 11, Sage McMinn, the third baseman. The left fielder, number 17, Finn Schneider, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is Alton Geiselman. Geiselman, that's what it is, the catcher. Batting six is number 15, Karsten Simcox, the first baseman. Parker McMahon will be the shortstop, batting seventh. He's number 13. And we've got the A-spot batter, Ethan Coleman, who is in right field, and designated hitter, Wyatt Amende, is your 9-spot batter. Hunter Williams, number 10, is the man on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for Bozeman. For the Missoula Mavericks, leading things off is the center fielder, number 10, Bridger Johnson. Batting second is the right fielder, Dane Frazier, number 7. Batting third is the birthday boy, number 13, Tarad Richardson. He'll hold down third base. The first baseman, Drew Stenzer, number 5, bats fourth. Batting fifth is the left fielder, number 16, Sam Busey. The DH will bat sixth. That's number 11, Caden Heydrich. Batting seventh is the shortstop, number 3, Brendan Hill. Thomas Martin, number 8, will be the second baseman, batting eighth, and the catcher will round things out, number 14, Andrew Clausen. Our officials for today's game is Darren Badeau behind the plate and Max E. Cannon Jr., the third, in the field. He's just Max E. Cannon Jr., but I like to throw the third in there. It's a little thing that I picked up and copied from Dan Patrick, so I apologize if it offends anyone. But Max has fun with it, and I like to have fun with Max. He's going to be an official for the 2019 Little League Softball World Series, so we're excited about that presentation. We're going to have a color guard presentation for our national anthem here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
And we will step aside for that presentation. You're listening to Missoula Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Alrighty, the color guard just now left the field with a presentation. They had a special presentation here for the game tonight between the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks, a conference game during the tournament. Now, the way things have shaken out so far through our first 4 games, last night the Mavericks would fall to Vauxhall 12-0. And then we'd have our first game this morning, Great Falls and Butte. Great Falls would get the win in 5 innings, 8-0. The Miners would then face Vauxhall, and Vauxhall would get them in 5 innings, 19-0. Our third game would be between these Bozeman Bucks and Coeur d'Alene, and Bozeman would get the win 11-2. So far, Vauxhall 2-0, Bozeman, Coeur d'Alene, and Great Falls 1-0. Mavericks 0-1, and the Butte Miners 0-2. And our game that just happened between Bozeman and Coeur d'Alene would be the first game of the tournament that would go a full 7 innings, as last night and the first 3 games would be 5-inning, 8-run rule outs for the win. And the way things work for our tournament this year is we've got all games at 7 innings, both the AA and the A. 8-run rule applies after 5 innings, and no new inning will begin after 2¼ hours, except for in the case of a tie. And the home team is determined by a coin toss, except for when the Mavs are playing. Most of these teams are going to be conference games. So leading things off for the Mavericks, or for Bozeman, I should say, as I've been waiting and wanting to say Mavericks all day long, we have Keller Murfitt at the plate. And a first pitch will be Dylan Chalmers on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. He'll go outside for ball 1. First pitch is at 7 p.m. We've got 66 degrees with an east-southeast wind at 11 miles per hour. So Chalmers getting the call against Bozeman, and a swing for strike 1. And Chalmers has been on fire the last few games, as he'll have the pitch and back outside for ball 2, 2-1 on the count. And I gotta dig out my stats as we've been doing non-Maverick games. As we go 3-1 to Murfitt. And a swing popped foul up over the third base dugout will get us a full count at 3-2. So Murfitt will settle in with the full count. Chalmers will deliver the payoff pitch. And a walk to start the game. Now in the game against Bozeman, as Ben Hubley comes to the plate, the second baseman, Hubley would go 3 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. And Hathaway is going to go ahead and come right out and check on Chalmers right out of the gate. Uncharacteristic for Chalmers to have his first 6 pitches, 4 of them would be ball pitches. That is very uncharacteristic for Mr. Chalmers. So I think Hathaway wants to check in here with his pitcher. Andrew Clausen is out there as well. We'll have games tomorrow over at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, as Badeau will break up the conference and jog back with Clausen, as Hathaway will jog to the dugout. Now we'll get ready for Hubley with 1 on and no outs. And a little bit of a breeze, as you can hear. We'll turn that crowd mic down. And Chalmers will stretch. And a pitch outside for a ball. Hubley settles in. And a throw to first for the pickoff. Drew Stensrud over there at first base. Dane Frazier getting to hang out in right field today, as we've got a great crowd moved in here. And a throw back to first. Lights have been turned on here at Lindbergh Craig Field, so we'll get a game under the lights. And we have a 1-0. Ball 2. Bozeman was able to pick up bases once they were able to get a runner on, as they had 6 stolen bases in that first game. And Chalmers goes back outside. We go 3-0 for Chalmers to start out with. For Dilly, he's 3-0 in 8 games pitched, 5 of which he started, and we find the plate now for strike 1, 3-1 on the count. In those 8 games, Chalmers has pitched a total of 27 innings. He's allowed 12 runs off of 17 hits. 0 have been earned. Stensrud says he's got him, but Cannon, Maxie Cannon Jr., our umpire in the field, says safe at first. Back to Chalmers, though, as he'll drop in the pitch to make it a full count at 3-2. He's walked 4, struck out 29 coming into this game. Here's Chalmers with the payoff. And he'll walk the second batter in a row to put runners at first and second. As we come to the third baseman, Sage McMinn. And Hill coming in to check in with Chalmers as he settles in. Runners at first and second with no outs. Here's Chalmers with the stretch. And Hill will go to second. The runner will get back just in time. And we'll have to wait for McMinn. For McMinn in the game against Coeur d'Alene, he would go 3 for 5 with 2 singles, a double, 2 runs and 3 RBIs, as Chalmers will deliver the fastball for strike 1. Finn Schneider in the on-deck circle for the Bucks. So tomorrow, Sunday, games first pitch at 10 a.m. It'll be Vauxhall and Great Falls right out of the gate. As we get the pitch by Chalmers, and he'll find the plate for strike 2, and that is what we like to see from Dilly. So 0-2. Chalmers checks the runner at second. And the throw to second. And they're going to say that Murphy safe on the return. So 0-2 to McMinn. Chalmers gets the pitch from Clausen. And time is called on the batter. Darren Badeau is our plate umpire for tonight's game. And Chalmers will go outside for ball 1. We got a little bit of a breeze here at the park. It's been one of those typical Montana days where you started out with a hooded sweatshirt, had to go down to the short sleeves, and then very quickly go back to the hooded sweatshirt. Here's the 1-2 by Chalmers. And a swing and a strikeout. So Chalmers with back-to-back walks will strike out the batter for out number 1 as we come to Finn Snyder. With runners at first and second. Chalmers takes a moment, Now checks the runner at second and the stretch. And this one's going to be banged foul. It's going to land just behind the first base dugout for strike one. For Snyder in that first game, he would go 2 for 5 with a single, a double, a hit by pitch, and an RBI. Chalmers now checks the runner at second in the stretch. Here's the 0-1. And across the chest, even count at 1. Tomorrow's games, as I mentioned, first off, 10 o'clock with Vauxhall and Great Falls. Great Falls will take on the Bozeman Bucks at 12:30. And there's Coeur d'Alene and the Butte Miners at 3:30. And Mavericks and Coeur d'Alene for the 6 o'clock game. Here's Chalmers with a delivery, and he's going to have ball 2 as the crowd not happy with the call by Badeau. 1 out, runners at first and second. Chalmers with the stretch. And over the plate for strike 2 to even us out on the count. Alton Geiselman in the on-deck circle. And I've got to rewrite his name as I scribbled it in here. And I couldn't read my own writing, which is a commonplace. Chalmers now with the delivery of the 2-2, and it's going to be hit into left field. Busey will come up, dives on it. It's going to get by Busey. Runner will come around from second to third, and they'll hold up, and the Bucks will strike blood first on the smartly hit shot to left field.
The catcher, number 12, Alton Geiselman.
Brings in Murfett as the catcher, Alton Geiselman, comes to the plate. So runners at second and third now. Geiselman sets in. Chalmers will deliver. Over the plate for strike 1. And Coach M from Sentinel, he's a Sentinel golf coach, but there's so much more that he does over there. He's always in with stuff going on over there at Sentinel. As this one's going to be hit to Chalmers. It'll bounce high. Hill gets it on the grab. The throw to first is high. Stensrud sticks the bag, and they're going to say out as the runner comes home from third. Great play by Hill to Stensrud, and there's 2 down. The runner does score, and it's 2-0. That puts a runner at third with 2 outs and a 2-0 score on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Chalmers with the delivery to Karsten Simcox, and we'll have strike 1. So Chalmers having to settle in on the first 2 batters. Here's the 0-1. And a swing for strike 2, and that's what we see out of Chalmers on a regular basis. The Mavericks as a team have a 5.10 ERA. Here's the 0-2. And a bouncer. Hill's going to come up, get it on the run, in the glove. The throw to first. Stensrud's got to jump on it, and it'll get by him. The runner will score from third, and an extra base on the air. So they will give the hit with an error.
Shortstop, number 13, Parker McMahon.
And we go to Parker McMahon with 3 runs scored. And we come to Parker McMahon. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. The runner at second. And it's just low for ball 1. Runner at second. Chalmers with the stretch. 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. And a bouncer. Hill with the action. He'll throw to first. This time a little more on target and sticks it. 1 left behind after 3 have been earned, and the Mavericks will have their first chance to bat. Right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the first inning, the Bozeman Bucks able to put runs on the board to lead 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For Bozeman, it's Hunter Williams on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. The Mavericks will have Bridger Johnson, Dane Frazier, and Trad Richardson bat on the inning. As Williams brings it in on the warm-up. So Bozeman already a winner, taking down Coeur d'Alene 11-2 as Bridger Johnson comes to the plate.
Brian Moser, coaching at third base in his 29th year, Brent Hathaway.
And
leading off for the Mavericks,
the
center fielder, number 10, Bridger Johnson.
Bridger Johnson coming to the plate to start things off. Dane Frazier in the on deck. Here's the first pitch by Williams, and it's going to be over the plate outside for strike 1. For Johnson, he's batting .240 with a .449 on base percentage. This one's going to bounce to the third baseman. He'll stop, gathers the throw to first, and just ahead of the runner, that's 1 down.
The right fielder, number 7, Dane Frazier.
Brings us to Dane Frazier, the right fielder, and with Drew Stensrud playing well at first base, it allows Frazier a little freedom to try some things out, and he's been hanging out in right field the last couple of games. We've seen him behind the plate at the catcher position, so Frazier just kind of opening things up. We'll have the first pitch to Frazier in the dirt for ball 1. For Frazier, he's batting .413 with a .582 on base percentage as Williams finds the plate to even us out at 1 on the count. And the Mavericks would face the Bucks in the second week as we go to ball 2. 2-1 on the count to Frazier. And Frazier will bounce this one. The shortstop has to hop to it. The throw to first is just ahead of Frazier, and that's 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Brings us to the birthday boy, number 13, Trad Richardson, who's holding down third base. Two outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Williams with the stretch and the pitch. And he'll be over the plate for strike 1. Richardson, he's 353 with a .407 on base percentage as it's put over the plate for strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Here's the pitch. And a check swing. It goes in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 on the count with 2 outs as they check with Cannon down the first base line, and he says, ball one. 2 outs on the board, nobody on, bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-2. And we get an even count at 2-2. It's Drew Stensrud in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch. And a full count now to make it 3-2 as Badeau shows the count. All the fans moving in. Bozeman traveling well. We've got Maverick fans all tight in here, and Richardson will be walked to put the first runner on for the Mavericks. Takes us to Drew Stensrud, the first baseman. Stensrud settles in. He's got a 306 average with a 468 on-base percentage, and Williams will deliver ball one. 2 outs on the board as he would get short hops off the bat on the first 2 batters, Johnson and Frazier, and then walked Richardson. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to hop right back at us, and we'll get strike one. So 1-1 on the count. We've had a couple of them come back at us today throughout the tournament. Here's the 1-1. And we'll get ball 2. Stensrud settling in as Williams has the stretch. Sam Busey in the on-deck circle. And this one's punched straight up in the air over third. Third baseman's calling for it. He's looking for it, and the shortstop comes in, secures it in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks get one on off of the walk, and it stays 3-0. Top of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN as we jump to the top of the second inning. The Bozeman Bucks leading the Missoula Mavericks 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Hello, everyone. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. Dylan Chalmers on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and it's the bottom of the order, 8-9 batters, Ethan Coleman to lead things off as Chalmers will deliver ball one. We'll have the championship game of the tournament at 6 p.m. on Monday night as we get the pitch for ball 2. So 2-0 on the count. Right now it's Vauxhall leading the way with 2 wins, 2 very impressive wins. Pitch on the way, and we'll get ball 3 from Chalmers. And it looks like Drew Leonard is here. And a walk to start the inning, just as Chalmers had done to start the first inning, as we drop to the bottom of the order, Wyatt Amende. Amende, the DH for today's game, and it is as Clausen steps in front of the plate to signal the field. 1 on, no outs, and Chalmers will have the stretch. Bunt laid down the first base line. Stensrud would come up to get it. The throw to first, and Martin will have the tag on the bag, and that is out number 1. The sac bunt does its job, though, as the runner advances to second. 1 down on the board as we swing to the top of the order. Kellen Murfitt, the center fielder. Martin, the second baseman, coming to check out with Chalmers. Thomas Martin, the second baseman, he came in last year, and it would actually be 1 year from this coming Monday that Martin would get the move up, as this one's hit to Stensrud, the tag on the bag, and they're going to say foul ball for strike 1. But Thomas Martin would get the call up to the AA level this same very weekend. It would actually be on Memorial Day that he would get the first call and join his brother James here at the AA level, and he would pitch. He's been holding down second base for most of the year. We haven't seen him pitch yet, and I saw Martin today and asked him, I said, hey man, when are we going to see the hot hand of Thomas Martin? He said, very soon, very soon. This one will be dribbled out. Martin will come up, get it in the dirt, the throw to first, and that's 2 away as the runner advances to third base. So 2 down with a threat at third. And we go to Ben Hubley.
Number 3, Ben Hubley.
And Hubley to settle in. I think we've got some Bitterroot Buck coaches here checking things out down below. Bitterroot Bucks playing in the A portion of the tournament, going on at Allegiance Field today. Chalmers will deliver outside for strike 1. Hubley would be walked his first at bat. The stretch. And the same pitch, but they're going to call it ball. 1-1 on the count. Runner at third, off the walk. Advanced on the sac bunt did Coleman. This one's going to be bounced out. Stensrud will block it in front of him. The toss to Chalmers, and Chalmers wins the race to the bag, and that's the side. They hold the runner off at third. 1 left behind for the Bucks as we go to the bottom of the second. You're listening to Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Bozeman Bucks lead 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Mavericks, it's going to be the 5, 6, 7 batters as the left fielder, Sam Busey, will lead things off. So it's Busey, Heydrich, and Hill on the schedule for the bottom of the second inning. Hunter Williams on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound made the Mavericks go 1-2-3 in that first inning. Here's the pitch, and Busey will knock it foul down the third base line for strike 1. For Busey this year, he's batting .341 with a .423 on-base percentage. 0-1 off the foul ball. Williams will deliver, and Busey will keep this one foul once again for strike 2. I think he wants that third base line as he's hitting right at McMinn, the third baseman. And this crew here with the Mavericks, they always have a lot of fun. We've been having fun all day long, but I went down in between this game and the Bozeman game as Busey will be struck out swinging for out number 1. And we come to Caden Heydrich, but went down to refill my water in the concession stands. They've got a TV going on, and Mr. Stevens, Parker Stevens' dad, was standing there with his phone pointing at the TV. And I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hold on, there's going to be something cool that's going to happen here in a second." And well, as Williams will deliver the pitch as Hydro swings for strike 1. And sure enough, something fun did happen as Mr. Busey popped up on the camera down there. I've got my camera set up here in the booth, and Mr. Busey having some fun. Here's the delivery on the 1-1 count to Heydrich. Heydrich at the DH for the game, and talked to him earlier today, and I said, "How'd you like being the DH last night?" He goes, "That's pretty fun. I like to play out in the field, but, getting up and swinging the bat." As we go 1-2 on the count. A little bit of a breeze. We started out with rain this morning as the pitch is delivered, and we're even at 2 on the count. But the rain would die off, the clouds would push off, and at one point we were down to short sleeves as Hydro will reach. This one's going to stay fair. Nope, they're going to say foul, and we'll stay at 2-2 as Badeau lets it bounce down the line before he gives the call. Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with 1 out and nobody on. Mavericks searching for their first hit of the game. Here's the pitch. And this one will get bounced to the first baseman. The race to the bag is won by Williams, and that's 2 away. So we come to Brendan Hill now with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. As Hill settles in. Now the stretch by Williams. And it'll be across the elbow for ball 1. For Hill this year, he's batting .179 with a .346 on base percentage. He started a little bit slow last year and really turned it on after we got into conference play, as he's going to bounce this one to the shortstop. It's going to have an odd bounce, but the shortstop fields it, and the tag at first. 1-2-3 for the Mavericks once again in the second. Bozeman will have a chance to bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. It's the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks, it's actually a conference game. Leading things off is Sage McMinn as Dylan Chalmers will deliver. This one's going to be hit. Stensrud blocks it to himself. He'll get the ball to Chalmers. Chalmers cannot hold on to it, and the runner will reach off the air. That was a great play by Stensrud. And the Mavericks will have an error with the reach. So that takes us to Finn Snyder, the left fielder. Here's the pitch. And a bouncer as Richardson can't get a hand on it, and it's going to roll. Busey will pick it up, and that'll put runners at first and second now for the Bucks.
Number 12, Alton Geiselman.
We drop to the catcher, Alton Geiselman, with no outs on the board and runners at first and second. Geiselman will settle in. He grounded out his first at bat. Chalmers leans in to get the pitch, and now the stretch. And a foul shot towards the bullpen. We'll get a strike one. We got somebody taking pictures down in the bullpen. As Geiselman will settle in the first game against the Lumbermen, as Chalmers deals the pitch, and it'll be over the plate for strike two. 0-2, tight inside. But he would go 1 for 5 with a double, an RBI on a walk. He was struck out his third at bat. Chalmers now with the pitch. And a smack. This one's got eyes as it gets past Hill, and that will load the bases up with no outs.
Number 15, Carson Simcox.
So we come to Carson Simcox, the first baseman now for the Bozeman, with no outs and loaded bases. Chalmers facing his first jam of the night. Chalmers with the set and the pitch. And he'll put it over the plate for strike one. Richardson at third, Hill at short, Martin at second, and Stensrud at first. Chalmers will stretch, and the 0-1. And a shot into left field will earn a run as Busey will have the toss in, and it keeps the bases loaded with no outs.
Number 13, Parker McMahon.
So 4-0 Bucks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard as we get Parker McMahon with loaded bases. Chalmers now with the pitch. And this one will foul up over our heads, and we'll get strike one. So Chalmers has been able to get ahead in the count, but contact has been putting runners on. Mavericks with a 5-game win streak going into last night's loss to Vauxhall. Vauxhall, a very talented team, as Chalmers will make it an even count at 1. Chalmers with the stretch and the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled off the middle of the bat to get a strike two. So 1-2 on the count. As Parker McMahon settles in, he was a ground out to finish out the first inning. And he's going to punch this one high. Hill will back up, and it's right on the fringe, puts it in the glove, and that's one away with loaded bases. We get Ethan Coleman now, the right fielder. And we didn't see Coleman in the first game against Coeur d'Alene. He was walked to start the second inning in this game. Chalmers now with the stretch and set. And a roller. Martin's going to get to it. He'll be on the ground. The throw to first is just ahead. And that will be out number 2. The runner will score from third, and it's now 5-0 Bucks. As it's now 5-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. In the bottom of the order, Wyatt Amende at the plate. Chalmers delivers. And to Richardson. He'll get it on the hop. The throw to first is made, and that's the side. 2 runs earned while 2 are left behind, and the Bucks now lead 5-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field as we've got the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Bozeman Bucks. Game 5 of the 2019 Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. And leading off the inning will be Thomas Martin, so 8-9-1 on the schedule. Martin, Clausen, and Johnson.
Second baseman number 8, Thomas Martin.
And Martin steps to the plate. Hunter Williams on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And the pitch delivered as Martin will go foul down the third base line. For Martin this year, he's played in 12 games, 229 as his average, 270. As this one's going to go for a ride. It'll stay fair and roll deep down the third base line. Martin rounds the corner and slams on the brakes halfway up the line as a great throw is made by the left fielder, Coleman. And we will have a hit on the board for the Mavericks. Takes us to Andrew Clausen, the bottom of the order. And that's the first hit of the game for the Mavericks. First, well, we got a 1-1 count here for Clausen, catcher today, as he drops the ball and Williams drops the ball in for ball 2. 2-1 on the count. Runner at first and no outs. Top of the order in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And a throw down the first base line as Martin jumps back in. We get 3-0 is your count, so got to back off the strike on the count there. And we go 3-0. Pitch on the way, and that's a walk. So the Mavericks will have runners at first and second with no outs, and we swing to the top of the order to Bridger Johnson, the center fielder. And one of the biggest moves that Coach Hathaway has done this year is moving Hill into the shortstop position and putting Johnson out in center, and that's been a great combination. Not to take anything away from Hill in center field, as Johnson is going to bang this one into center field. It's in the glove, and we've got one away. One pitch, one out.
Number 7, Dane Frazier.
As we come to Dane Frazier. Runners at first and second and one out. But Hill does a great job in center field, but the Mavericks need him at shortstop, and Johnson has done a good job as he's both batting and defending very well. Frazier will settle in, and the delivery by Williams. And that's shot right at Williams. It's going to roll into center field. They'll hold up Martin at third as the throw is made, and that loads the bases up for the Mavericks. One out. And we come to Trad Richardson now. And right now would be a good time for the birthday boy to deliver a present. Here is Richardson. First pitch is going to be low for a ball. Richardson was walked his first at bat tonight. Loaded bases with one out. Williams now with the delivery. And he'll find the plate for strike one, so 1-1. And I believe Williams is a player off of that Bozeman Hawk, as Richardson's going to swing, and Martin thought about coming down the line as the catcher, Geiselman, not able to hold on to it, and we go 1-2 on the count. And as our official scorer always says, if the catcher doesn't hold on to it, it can't be a strike. Here's 1-2. And Richardson's going to dive this one out. Second baseman will have the throw, and a collision between Frazier and the second baseman. And time is called as Frazier is out at second for out number 2. And we come to Drew Stensrud.
Number 5, Drew Stensrud.
And the run earned will put the Mavericks on the board 5-1 here in the bottom of the third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for the Mavericks for Drew Stensrud. Here's Williams with the deal. And Stensrud is going to put this one right over Hathaway's head. Foul for strike one. So Richardson at first and Clausen at third. Here's the 0-1. And we'll have strike two to Stensrud. Stensrud would pop out to end the first inning, his first at bat. Here's the pitch. And Stensrud will have a foul tip back into Geiselman to keep it at 0-2. So the Mavericks get on the board here in the bottom of the third to make it 5-1. Williams with the stretch. And Stensrud will keep the pace going with the foul ball. But as I was saying just a few moments ago, I believe Hunter Williams is part of that Bozeman Hawks state AA champion boys basketball team. Took down our very own Hellgate Knights in what was probably one of the most exciting games, as Stensrud, and they're going to say ball one on the check swing. But that state basketball championship game would just be lights out as far as action goes. Going into overtime, and the catcher not able to hold on to it. Richardson might have been able to get to third, but we go 2-2 on the count. That championship won off of a luck play at the end. And Stensrud's going to foul this one to stay alive at 2-2. Runners on the corners, Sam Busey in the on-deck circle. Williams now with the stretch. And this one's going to be into right field in the glove, and that is the side. So the Mavericks earn one, They leave 2 behind, and we go to the top of the 4th. Mavericks 1, Bozeman 5.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning, where the Bozeman Bucks lead the Missoula Mavericks 5-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And for Bozeman, it's the top of the order to start things off.
Number 2,
Keller Murfitt. Left-handed batter in Murfitt. Walked his first at bat in a grounder. Dylan Chalmers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and he'll put it just outside of the plate for ball 1. So 1-0 on the count. And this one will be chopped into center field. Johnson tracks it down. It's in the glove. And we've got 1 away. And that's the first time in the game that the Mavericks will put down the leadoff batter. Takes us to Ben Hubley, the second baseman. Chalmers delivers. This one's going to be just past Richardson. It'll roll out to Busey, who goes to one knee, and the Bucks will load one up with 1 out.
Number 11, Sage McMahon.
Takes us to Sage McMahon. One on or 1 out. Chalmers with the stretch and the set. And he'll put it over the plate for strike 1. For McMinn, struck out his first at bat, reached off the air. And the throw to first on the pickoff play as Hubley will dive back in. Here's the pitch. And we'll go 1-1 as Chalmers, I think, was trying to deliver the same location. But the ball just a little bit away from him. Here's the 1-1. And a punch straight up in the air. Busey's going to come in. Hill says he's got it, but Busey comes in, puts it in the glove, and that's 2 away.
Number 17,
as Finn Schneider comes to the plate. Snyder, the only Buck that is 2 for 2. He doubled his first at-bat and singled his last. He's got 2 runs and an RBI. And Schneider has bit the Mavericks in the past. He's one that we've seen. As the runner is going to go, Clausen with the throw, and it's going to get away from Thomas, allowing the runner to get to third off the air. Pitch thrown was a ball. Oh, it's a strike. Okay, so 0-1. Nope, they're going to say it is a ball. I was right the first time. I was going off of Badeau. He put his hand up. I thought he said 1. And this one's hit hard in the parking lot. Foul as we get 1-1 on the count. High pitch swung on. It did have contact and will stay at 1-2. More games. The tournament continues tomorrow from Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. First pitch is at 10 a.m. Vauxhall in Great Falls. 12:30 Great Falls in Bozeman, as this one's fouled back into Clausen to keep us at 1-2 on the count. 3:30 game will be Coeur d'Alene and Butte, and the nightcap 6 p.m. Missoula Mavericks and Coeur d'Alene. In Coeur d'Alene, the game against Bozeman's the first game they've played this year, as this one is off the hand grips. Richardson says he's got it. Hill to back up. It's in the glove, and that's the side. So no runs earned for Bozeman as they leave runners behind. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Mavericks 1, Bucks 5. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field, as we have the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks playing in the fifth game of the 2019 Mavericks Memorial Tournament. And leading the inning off for the Mavericks is Sam Busey. So 5, 6, 7 scheduled on the inning. Busey, Heydrich, and Hill. And that's how the second inning would start. Pitch outside to Busey is ball 1. Busey struck out his first at bat in the second inning. The Mavericks would go 1, 2, 3 in that order. As we get ball 2 now by Hunter Williams. Hunter Williams, 3 innings. He struck out 1, walked 2 as I update my stats here, and has 2 hits. And Badeau will bark out strike 1. 2-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 3. Williams with the stretch. And a walk for Busey to put one on as Caden Heydrich, the designated hitter, comes to the plate.
Number 11, Caden Heydrich.
So the designated hitter steps in with Busey at first. Williams will deal. And Hydro will bounce this one fair down the third base line. The throw to first is off the tag, and they will punch him out at first for out number 1. It moves Busey to second. So it's almost like a sack bunt, the way that it dribbled off there. It wasn't a bunt, but just the way that it came off and the movement. Takes us to Brendan Hill with 1 out, and Busey at second. Williams with the pitch, and Hill will slice for strike 1. Williams with the stretch. And This one's going to be bounced out. The shortstop will get it. The throw to first and not on target. And Hill will get on for the Mavericks with one out on the board. So runners at first and second.
Number 8, Thomas Martin.
As Thomas Martin comes to the plate. Williams delivers. And they're going to throw to second. Busey dives back in just in time. And we call time as Badeau is going to go ahead and clean the plate off. Pitch thrown was a strike, so. Oh and 1 on the count. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with one out. Here's the pitch. And inside to even us out at 1 on the count. A little bit of cloud cover. As we come to the evening hours, the lights have been turned on. Hathaway signaled up to have the lights turned on before the game started. Martin's going to have one come off the middle of the bat. They wave around Busey. He's going to come home as the right fielder struggles with the ball. The throw is made to third, and Hill will slide in. Busey scores. And an error. The Mavericks swing back with a run to make it 5-2.
Number 14, Andrew Clausen.
So Busey will come in. Runners on the corners. As this one's dinged into the backstop for strike one for Andrew Clausen, the catcher. Clausen was walked his first at bat. He's batting .345 with a .429 on base percentage. Here's the delivery, and we'll get strike two. So 0-2 on the count to Clausen. One out with Martin at first and Hill at third. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to come right at me as I duck on it. 0-2. Got to stay on your toes here in the press box. My first year covering Mavericks baseball, there is a reminder as there is a hole in the wall behind me where a ball came in. Clausen will swing, and they'll say strike three. Martin will go to second. Hill comes home from third off the throwing or catching error. And the Mavericks earn a run with 2 outs on the board. It's 5-3. As the top of the order, and time is called as we get a visit from the pitching coach. It's Memorial Day weekend, folks, and that means that we kick off our summer activities traveling throughout wherever you're going to be going, or maybe you're just going to head to the lake for a little fun. Stop in and see our friends over at Fast Trip Conoco. They are your one-stop convenience store. They've got the most convenience gas pumps, the best selection of drinks in town. And, oh, yeah, if you want to make your car look good before you head out, or maybe when you come back, stop in to Magic Touch Car Wash and have them touch it up for you. Fast Trip Conoco, your one-stop convenience store, and a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We get ready for Johnson with a 1-0 count, and Williams will deliver ball 2. So they're going to go ahead and after the visit, they're going to go ahead and ball over the plate for strike one. 2-1, but they're going to, after the visit, they're going to go ahead and let Williams ride through the inning with 2 outs on the board. Martin at second. Here's the pitch to Johnson, and A throw to second as Martin has to dive back in. It's going to roll into center field. Martin will stay where he's at because he dove in. And we get ball 3. Nope, 2-2 on the count. Okay. Williams now gets the pitch and the stretch. And an outside pitch to get us a full count at 3-2. For Johnson, he's been walked 16 times, struck out 7. And a check swing. They're going to say pass ball, a tag at the plate, and that will end the side, leaving Martin at second. So 2 runs earned to make it 5-3. Bozeman will have the top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field as the gate has been swung open down the third base line, and Bozeman will warm up a pitcher. It's Finn Schneider to lead things off as Dylan Chalmers, no, it is not Finn Schneider, it is Alton Geiselman, is we get ball 1. And a discussion down the third base line between the Bucks manager and one of his players. I think it's Hunter Williams out there as Chalmers gets set to deliver the 1-0. And we'll have ball 2 as Clausen's got to pick that one up out of the dirt. For Geiselman, he is 1 for 2. Grounded out his first at bat and a single his last. Here's Chalmers with a 2-1. Roller to Hill. He'll pick it up in the dirt. Throw to first is rocketed over, and Stensrud sticks the bag as the Mavericks will put down the leadoff batter for the second inning in a row.
Number 15, Carson Simcox.
Brings us to Carson Simcox, the first baseman. He reached on an error his first at-bat and singled his last. Here's Chalmers with the delivery, and he'll put it over the plate for strike 1. So the Bucks warming up a batter in the bullpen as the Mavericks have made it a 2-run game, 5-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And a reach, but it's only a check swing, so we'll get ball 1. 1-1 on the count. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th inning. We're going to go 7, or at least that's the schedule. Here's the pitch. And a foul tip will get us strike 2 as it bounces into the concrete wall at the base. One and 2 on the count. Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and a check swing is going to go foul, and it's just going to hop right over, and it looks like Mr. Hangus palms it. As we got a 1 and 2 on the count. And Chalmers will deliver, but Doe's going to say ball 2 as the crowd groans. Here's the pitch. And a strikeout for Chalmers for out number 2. Dilly.
Number 13, Parker McMahon.
As we come to Parker McMahon, the shortstop. 2 outs on the board, nobody on for the Bucks. Chalmers will deal. And over the plate for strike 1. Pitch on the way. And a smack into center field. Johnson's there, puts it in the glove, and that is the side. The Bucks go 1, 2, 3. Mavericks bat in the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton. As we have the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Dane Frazier to lead things off for the Mavericks. So the 2, 3, 4 batters scheduled on the inning for the Mavericks. So Frazier, Richardson, and Stensrud. Mavericks looking to see if they can swing the momentum into their favor as they put runs up in the last 2 innings. For 1 run in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th, as Hunter Williams from the Valley Auto pitcher's mound will deliver a ball to start things off. For Frazier, he's 1 for 2, singled his last at bat, a ground out his first. And this one's in the dirt in front of the plate for ball 2. We did see the gate open down the third base line for the Bucks. We'll see if there's any change there, as the Bucks manager and Williams would have a long talk at the end of that last inning, as Williams will now find the plate to make it 2-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. And Frazier will see ball 3, so 3-1 on the count. For Daners this year, he's been walked 19 times. This will be number 20. So a walk will load up Frazier, and we come to the birthday boy, Trad Richardson. Here's the pitch. And Richardson's got a high shot into right field. Right fielder's back there. He'll have it in the glove, and that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 5, Drew.
We come to the first baseman, Drew Stensrud. Stensrud will settle in with 1 on and 1 out. Frazier steps away from first. And a pitch over the plate will be strike 1 to Stensrud. For Stensrud, he's 0 for 2, a pop out and a fly out his first 2 at bats. And in the dirt gives us ball 1 to even us out on the count at 1. Hunter Williams on the Valley Auto pitcher's mound will deal. And Stensrud will commit on the check swing for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. Pitch on the way. And this will be in the dirt to make it 2-2 on the count. Frazier stays at first as it rolls away from Geiselman. Here's the 2-2. Nope. And a visit. This might be a change that we were looking for on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound as the infield starts to come in. And a discussion between Williams and the manager. You know, we get to work with some really great businesses in the community doing coverage of high school sports, and one of those is having an anniversary this year. Tipco Coburn and Associates, they've been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense law in other areas for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today if you need some legal advice at 406-549-5186. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montanans since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports. Stensrud's got a deep drive and a dive on the ball. That's going to bring around Frazier to third. And Frazier slides in. Stensrud with a chest bump. That one had lots of leg and air underneath it as Stensrud stretched it out. That will bring up Sam Busey with one out and runners at second and third. And Williams will deliver over the plate for strike one. So for Busey, a strikeout and a walk. Earned a run off that walk. And a pitch in the dirt gets us even at one on the count. With Busey at the plate, that brings up Caden Heydrich in the on-deck circle. Williams with the stretch. And a ball pitch to make it 2-1 on the count. So the gate was swung open a couple innings ago for the Bucks while they were at the plate. We'll see what kind of delivery we'll have here. Here's the 2-1 and a high pitch, and that one's over the plate for strike two. And a groan from the crowd on that one as it breezed across Busey's sleeve. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch, and Busey's going to bounce this one out. And it's going to be a throw to first as Frazier will come across the plate. And it's 5-4 Bozeman with two outs now.
Number 11,
as Heydrich will come to the plate. And that leaves Stensrud at third with two outs. Here's the pitch. And across the plate for Williams for strike one. For Bozeman, it's the bottom of the order in the top of the sixth inning. Here's Williams with the pitch. And he'll find the plate for strike two. So feeling the rhythm is Williams on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Here's the 0-2. And Hydro is going to blast this one foul to get us strike one. So 1-2. Hydro's been out twice tonight with ground outs with his first two at-bats. Williams with the stretch and the 0-2. And Hydro will swing. They're going to say strike three, and that's the side. So 1 run earned with 1 left behind, and the Mavericks make it a 1-run game. Top of the 6th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we hop to the top of the 6th inning. The gate has been swung open down the third base line again for the Bucks as Ethan Coleman is at the plate. Dylan Chalmers will deliver a strike to start things off. The Bucks earned 3 runs in the first and 2 in the third to get their 5 runs as Chalmers will bring this one inside to even us out at 1. And that was a pitch that looked like we had for Busey that was called a strike, but they're going to say 1-1 on the count. Chalmers will deliver, and that one will make it ball 2. 2-1 on the count as more groans come from the crowd to Badeau. Here's Chalmers with the delivery. And a bouncer over Chalmers' head. Hill will come in on the dive but can't get it. It's going to roll into center field, and we'll have a runner on for the Bucks to start this 6th inning.
Number 4, Wyatt Amende.
The bottom of the order for the Bucks now, Wyatt Amende, who is 0 for 2 on the game. And a throw to first. Stensrud is there, but they're going to say the runner is back in time. 5-4 Bucks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Chalmers will throw back to first, and that was a close one as Maxie Cannon Jr. gives us the safe sign, the crowd wanting the pickoff. Chalmers will go back, and this time it's there, but not in time. And the Bucks were able to pick up bases and throw them in their pockets against Coeur d'Alene as they had 7 stolen bases. Showing bunt now, and the bunt will be laid down. Richardson will pick it up. The throw to first is made, and the sack bunt will be out number 1 as it moves the runner to second.
Number 2, Keller.
And that's the second sack bunt in the game for the designated hitter, Wyatt Amende. We swing to the top of the order with 1 out as Keller Murphy comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Did have a walk to start the game as Chalmers will have the stretch. And over the plate for the lefty for strike 1. After that walk at the first at-bat for Murphy, a ground out and a fly out. Chalmers gets the pitch from Clausen and checks the runner at second. Here's the stretch as Hill's going to throw, and it's going to get away and go into center field. Johnson's going to track it down. The throw will not be made, and they will let the runner advance to third. And an error for the Mavericks. And that will be 4, and that's something that Missoula has battled throughout this season. They've been trying to wipe away those error calls. As we get the pitch, bunt laid down. Chalmers will pick it up. The throw to first is made, and that's out number 2. But the sack bunt does its job as the runner comes home, and the Bucks make it a 2-run game, 6-5, as I put the run on the wrong team. 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Chalmers will have ball 1 to Ben Hubly. Pitch on the way. Swung on. It's going to dribble foul down the first base line, and we'll have strike 1. 1-1 on the count for Hubly. He's 1 for 3. Walked his first at bat, a ground out, and then singled his last at bat. One and one on the count. Chalmers delivers, and we get ball 2. 2-1. And it might have been our on-deck batter, Sage McMinn, as we get ball 3. 3-1 on the count. Chalmers with the pitch, and we'll have a walk with 2 outs. The crowd not happy with the call from Badeau. That'll bring up Sage McMinn with 2 outs and a runner at first. 1 run earned by the Bucks to make it a 2-run game here in the top of the 6th. The throw to first for the pickoff. We haven't seen any movement in the Mavericks bullpen as Hathaway will let his ace, Chalmers, go. Here's the pitch, and a foul ball up over our heads for strike 1. 0-1 on the count. For McMinn, he is 0 for 3. Reached off an error his second at bat. Otherwise, a strikeout his first, and a pop out. And this one's hit right at Chalmers. Can't close the glove up, but the toss to first will end the side. 1 run earned, 1 left behind, and it's 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Mavericks get to bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratt from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitchers mounds, Sage McMinn is now on the mound warming up. Hubly's at third.
Number 11, Sage McMinn. Now playing third base. Number 3, Ben Hubly.
Hubly is at third.
4, Wyatt Amende.
And Amende is at second. As Brendan Hill will lead off for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the 6th. So defensive changes. And we'll get to Hunter Williams' numbers here in just a moment. Pitch on the way, high for ball 1. And for Hill, he is 1 for 2, singled his last at-bat, grounded out his first to end the second inning. Here's McMinn with the delivery, and we'll have ball 2. So for Hunter Williams, it'd be 5 innings. He would allow 4 runs off of 5 hits, struck out 2, walked 4. 2-1 on the count. And we move to 3-1 now for Hill. Bottom of the order with Hill leading off. Thomas Martin in the on deck. And Clausen, as Hill is going to bang this one into right field. Right fielder secures it in the glove, and we've got one down here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 8, Thomas Martin.
Takes us to Thomas Martin with one out. Martin, the only Maverick to go 2 for 2 in the game with an RBI. Here's the pitch by McMinn, and Martin will slice hard for strike 1. He was looking to go yard on that one. Andrew Clausen in the on-deck circle. And ball 1, so 1-1. I thought Badeau was going to come off and say strike 2. He's had some questionable calls. We've got a good crowd here at Lindbergh Craig Field enjoying tonight's game, as Martin will swing for strike 2. Maverick fans, Great Falls fans, saw some Bitterroot Bucks in here. Great Falls sitting down on the front row. And a swing, and Martin will be struck out for out number 2.
Number 14, Andrew Clausen.
Takes us to the bottom of the order, Andrew Clausen with 2 outs and nobody on. Bucks lead 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And McMinn will put it over the plate for strike 1 to Clausen. Clausen, a walk and a strikeout tonight. And this one's going to be bounced out. The second baseman secures it in the glove. The throw to first, and that is the tag for the out. So the Mavericks, nobody on, no runs, and it stays 6-4. Top of the 7th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field as we go to the top of the 7th inning in a tight game between the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks. I've been told this is a conference game. Bucks lead 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Dylan Chalmers will come in for his 7th inning of time on the mound. Leading off, it is Finn Snyder, as he'll swing for strike 1. So 4, 5, 6 scheduled on the inning for the Bucks here in the top of the 7th. Chalmers with the pitch and a check swing. Clausen will block it, but they're going to say a commitment and strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Nobody on, as it's the leadoff batter, Snyder, and a strikeout. Chalmers with a dilly-dilly for out number 1. We come to Alton Geiselman, the catcher now. Pitch on the way. As this one will roll out. Hill dives in the dirt, hops up. The throw to first is rocketed over. Stensrud's got to get off the bag to prevent the error, and that will allow the runner to reach for the base hit. great play by Hill at the shortstop, and that has been the biggest aid for the Mavericks here as Hill has been moved to that shortstop position. And we come to Karsten Simcox with one away. Runner at first. Runner's going to go, and this one's going to be fouled for strike one. Geiselman on the move as Simcox looks down the line and gets the signal. Chalmers with the pitch from Clausen, and now the stretch. Here's the 0-1. And this one will go to Richardson. The throw to second and down the line to first. The Mavericks turn the double play to end the side. We go to the bottom of the seventh in a 2-run game. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the bottom of the seventh inning. In a 2-run game, the Bucks leading the Mavericks 6-4 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Sage McMinn will get some more time on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. To start the inning off, it's the top of the order for the Mavericks. Bridger Johnson, and here at the end of the game, we have some Loyola students come in as Brooke Twite came up the stairs. So Johnson, Frazier, and Richardson. Here's the delivery. First pitch is going to be fouled off for strike one. Johnson is 0 for 3. And a pitch over the plate to get a strike two. And ball one, so 1-2 on the count. It is all or nothing for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the seventh. They've got to pick up 3 runs for the win as it's over the plate, and we get a phone book tear from Badeau for out number 1. Brings us to Dane Frazier for the Mavericks, who's hanging out in right field tonight as we have music play through. And that one looked like it kind of hung in the grip as it goes outside for ball 1 to Frazier. Frazier 1 for 3 with a single, a walk, and a run. As we come high for ball 2, 2-0 on the count. Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the 2-0. And Frazier is going to ting this one into the bullpen for a foul ball to get us to strike one. And the Bucks and the Mavericks, they've played once already this year in the non-conference, splitting the doubleheader. Mavericks would get the walk-off win in the first game, and then the Bucks would come back and dominate the second, as it would be a 17-0 win in the fifth. As we get a high pitch for ball 3. This one counts as its conference game, and Frazier with a hard knock over second base. Second baseman's looking for it in the clouds. He'll secure it in the glove, and that's 2 away.
Number 13, Brad Richardson.
We come to Trad Richardson now with 2 outs and nobody on. Mavericks down 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Richardson settles in. It has not been a good day for the birthday boy as we get ball 1. He is 1 for 3, is Richardson. Singled his second at bat, walked his first, and a pop out in the last. Here's the 1-0. And Richardson will take this one for a ride down the gap in left field. He's around first, on his way to second as the throw is made, and Richardson slides in for the double. So that takes us to Drew Stensrud. Stensrud will settle in. Busey in the on deck as the first pitch will come across the plate for strike 1. Oh and 1 on the count, 2 outs. Richardson standing at second. Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball 1. Stensrud a double his last at bat. Other than that, he had a pop out and a fly out. A double here would make it a 1-run game as Richardson's got the legs. This one's going to come off the hand grip. Foul for strike 2. 1-2 on the count as tension builds here as we approach the final out of the game. Richardson stands at second. The delivery. And we go even at 2 on the count. Here's the 2-2. And this one's going to roll up. The shortstop not able to handle it. And that'll put Stensrud on at first off of the air. Richardson now stands at third. And they're going to bring in Dayton Bay for Stensrud.
Your attention please for the Mavericks.
Dayton Bay will run for Stensrud, and Dayton Bay's got some wheels. Not that Stensrud doesn't, but Bay's got a little bit of a tighter stride. So runners on the corners for the Mavericks. Tying run at first, Richardson at third as Busey settles in. And this one's going to be across the chin for ball 1. For Busey, a strikeout, a walk, and a ground out. Here's the pitch, and Busey. This one's got eyes as it rolls into left field. Richardson will score, and it's a 1-run game for the Mavericks. 6-5, and that will bring out a visit with runners at first and second and 2 outs on the board. And it is Heydrich at the plate as we have the conference on the mound. If you're looking to upgrade your car, you should see our friends over at 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the best car buying, from the moment you walk in the door, you'll find it's the best car buying experience you'll ever have. Whether it's their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car. 5 Valley Auto Sales, your one-stop auto sales shop, and a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Here's Hydro at the plate as we get ball 1. Heydrich 0 for 3. This would be a great time for Heydrich to have a good hit as this one's fouled off for an even count at 1. Tying run at second with Hill in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And that one will find the plate for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count to Hydro. Everybody on the edge of their seat here. Here's the stretch, and time is called. Busey at first. Bay at second for Stensrud. McMinn will deliver, and Hydro will foul this one off as we've got action in the bullpen for the Mavericks now. Dane Frazier warming up for the Mavericks. Hathaway thinking this might go extended innings. And a foul ball keeps the game alive for Hydro and the Mavericks. McMinn leans in to get the pitch, checks the runner, and it's delivered, and Hydro's going to have a little bouncer that's going to come down the line. Pitcher will have the throw, but it's not in time. The Mavericks load the bases with 2 outs. And what a time for Hydro to get on.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
We come to the shortstop, Brendan Hill, with loaded bases and 2 outs. Hill 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. High ball. Well, 1-0. Pitch on the way. And that one's going to come right into the backstop. I thought that one was going to get me. As we go 1-1. 1-run game, 2 outs, loaded bases, and a high pitch will get us ball 2. And Hill, normally very patient at the plate. Here's the 2-1. And we'll get ball 3. McMinn. 3-1 on the count to Hill with loaded bases. Pitch on the way. And a walk. The tying run comes down the line with 2 outs. And we are tied at 6 with Thomas Martin and loaded bases. And our catcher will go out and check in with his pitcher.
Thomas Martin.
2 outs, tie game, bottom of 7. The winning run at third in Busey. Here's the pitch and a foul ball up over our heads for strike 1. For Martin, he's 2 for 3 with an RBI. McMinn now with the delivery. And we're high for ball 1, even count. Martin settles in. And Martin will punch this one high over the first base. Second baseman's there, has it in the glove, and that's the tie. We're going to go to the top of the 8th. Tied at 6. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the top of the 8th inning. Tie game at 6 apiece. Dilly continues on the mound. The change defensively is Zach Hangus at first. So Richardson at third, Hill at the short, Martin at second, and Hangus at first. Dylan Chalmers will face Parker McMahon, and his first pitch to McMahon will be a ball. Bottom of the order for the Bucks here in the 8th. 7, 8, 9 batters. Here's the 1-0. And we get ball 2. We did see Dane Frazier in the on-deck circle. In the bullpen, Here's the 2-0, and that one finds the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. For McMahon, he is 0 for 3, a ground, a pop, and a fly. As Chalmers will deliver over the plate to even us out at 2 on the count. Pitch on the way, and a foul ball to stay alive at 2-2. Now, tournament rules say that unless it's a tie game, no new inning will start after 2 1/4 hours. And a high pitch making the batter duck will make it 3-2. Oh, it's a conference game, so we'll play this one out. Thank you, Dax, for clarifying that. Pitch on the way, and a foul ball will keep the batter alive at 3-2. So since it is a conference game, we will not have a tie. So we'll play this one out until somebody gets one, and Chalmers is going to take one off the shoulder of the batter to put a runner at first. And that's the first hit by pitch by Chalmers, as Hill and Martin come in and check in with Chalmers. As Chalmers sets back in. That will take us to Ethan Coleman.
Number 5, Ethan Coleman.
Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and it's over the plate for strike 1. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle with 1 on and no outs. The throw to first for the pickoff. And the runner dives back in, safe. Here's the 0-1. Bunt showing now as the runner's going to go. Clausen struggles with the ball in the dirt. And we'll have an even count at 1 with the stolen base. One and one on the count. Runner at second now. We had Frazier warm up in the bullpen. Chalmers looking to finish the game out and pitch the side. Here's the bunt. This is going to be a chopper. It's going to come down. Chalmers will have, no, he won't. He will make the throw, and Hangus will have it. The sack bunt will be out number 1. Runner advances to third for the Bucks.
Number 4, Wyatt Amende.
Wyatt Amende at the plate now with one out and a runner at third. Bottom of the order. And Amende looking down the line. The infield as Hangus moves deep inside. Richardson right on the fringe, and the shortstop and second baseman right there as well. Pitch inside for a ball, and that might have been Chalmers saying, back off. 1-0. Amende 0 for 3. He's got 2 sack bunts on the day. And it slid over the plate for strike 1. Chalmers at 107 pitches. Here's the 1-1. Bunt, and it's a high floater. Clausen and Hangus dive. The run will score, and we'll have nobody at first. And the Bucks come alive as they make it 7-6 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We had Hangus, Chalmers, and Clausen all dive for that short hop pop off the bunt. And with the pitch count at 108, it looks as though Frazier is going to come in for Chalmers due to the pitch count at 108 unofficially. And Chalmers will get an ovation from the crowd. 7 and a third innings. As Frazier warms up, we'll put stats together. You're listening to Missoula Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton of Lindbergh Frank Field, as we've got a great one going on here between the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks, kicking off conference play during the 2019 Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. Dane Frazier on the mound, the throw to first for the pickoff. For Dylan Chalmers, it would be 7 1/3 innings. He would walk 3, strike out 4, 7 runs off of 9 hits and 108 pitches. Back to first as Hangus drags in here, waiting for throwback. And we're at 1-1 on the count. Frazier going back to first, really trying to hold that runner over at first base. Okay, so we're at a clear count. Okay, they're going to go ahead and change that. As Murfitt waits for his first pitch from Frazier. Clausen settles back in behind the plate. The gate is open down the third base line for the Bucks. Here's the pitch. And Murfitt will put this one in the parking lot for strike one. Frazier settling in. And the pitch. Outside on the lefty to even the count out at 1. For Frazier as a pitcher, 3-1 for his winning record in 5 games. 3 that he started, 5.14 on his ERA. And another foul ball into the backstop to get us strike 2. So 1-2 on the count, 1 out and a runner at first. Frazier, 14 total innings pitched, 14 runs off of 15 hits. 8 of those have been earned. Walked 7, struck out 14, and has a whip of 1.57. Here's the 1-2. And a swing, and that will be the out. They'll let the runner go to second. So Frazier strikes out the batter for out number 2. Bozeman leading 7-6 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard here in the top of the 8th inning. And we've gone to the 2-hour mark on the game officially. 7 o'clock was our first pitch, and we're at 9. Here in the top of the 8th, and Frazier steps off the rubber and wants Clausen to come in. Parker Stevens will come out, and the other change is Bo King in right field. Sorry I did not get that to you guys. With Frazier moving to the pitcher's mound, that did bring in King to right field. Here's the pitch and a swing for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 outs on the board. Mavericks looking to move through the innings so they get a chance to bat. They will have bottom of the order Clausen to start things off, so 9-1-2 for the Mavericks in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 0-1 by Frazier. And we'll go even on the count at 1. Frazier leans in, gets the pitch from Clausen, checks the runner at second with the stretch. And over the plate for strike 2. And when Frazier goes to set, you could hear a pin drop here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Frazier gets the pitch from Clausen, and now the stretch. And this is going to be popped fair. Richardson says he's got it. It's in the glove, and that's the side. Mavericks looking to come back. They're down 7-6. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Bottom of the 8th inning. Bozeman Bucks lead the Missoula Mavericks 7-6 in the first conference game of the season. And we are in Game 5 of our 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And a change on the mound as Mike Friend will come in for Bozeman. Leading off the inning for the Mavericks is Andrew Clausen. So we'll go 9-1-2. So it's Clausen, Johnson, and Frazier here in the bottom of the 8th. The Mavericks need 1 run to tie to extend it, or 2 to end it. Here's the pitch. And Clausen will hop this one over the backstop for strike 1. Clausen 0 for 3, walked his first at bat, a strikeout and a ground out. Here's the pitch. And we get a swing for strike 2. Clausen settles in. And this one's going to be out to the second baseman. He'll have it in the glove. The throw to first, and 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Brings up Bridger Johnson. Johnson comes to the plate, 0 for 4. Pitch on the way. And he'll swing for strike 1. Big game for both teams as this opens up conference play. Outside for a ball, even at 1 on the count. We'll have Sunday action starting at 10 in the morning as we go outside for ball 2 over at Allegiance Park. Here's the 2-1. And Johnson slides out of the way for ball 3. Johnson settling in. And now the 3-1. And Johnson is walked. He'll get on base for the first time tonight off of the walk as Dane Frazier comes to the plate with 1 out and 1 on. Frazier settles in. Johnson at first, and Friend will pitch. And it's outside for ball 1. 1-0 on the count. Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle. One and 0. The pitch by Friend. And Frazier takes this one into right field. Right fielder can't get to it. Johnson's around second. It rolls to the wall. Around the corner is Johnson. Frazier's on his way to third. And the Mavericks tie it up off the Dane Frazier triple. Johnson with the score to tie it at 7. One out on the board. Dane Frazier at third, and the birthday boy at the plate, Trad Richardson. Outside for ball one. And this one is going to get in the glove. The tag, the run home, the throw, and the Mavericks win! The Mavericks win!
2 hours and 8 minutes.
The Mavericks get the win. Walk off 8-7 over the Bozeman Bucks to start conference play.
We thank you for your support of Mavericks.
We'll have more action tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Allegiance Field with Vauxhall and Great Falls. The Mavericks will play at 6 against Coeur d'Alene. Thank you for tuning in for all the action. We'll talk to you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good night, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well,